Okay. All right. Take it over, Pesadoo.
All right, welcome everybody. Let's see. First, could you update us, Salam, on the Hilux and how everything went last week or this past week?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. The Hilux is in good condition. Everything went on well. I'm in Tamale, and yeah,
Great.
everything is okay. I just having so I wanted to create. I will submit the purchase invoice. I mean the receipt for the vehicle. I will attach it to the purchase invoice that I submitted. I was supposed to create another one for the fuel and other stuff. But I realized that Benny and CFO haven't created the expenditure items, so I've not done that yet.
Yeah, and just so you're aware of that, the reason we haven't done that is we did a lot of research as to how to break up the two companies and the
Okay,
chart of accounts for those, and so because we haven't gotten clarification on exactly if this is the direction we're going to go, I haven't built the two chart of accounts. But clearly, all of these expenses would go, and we'll probably need to move the purchase invoice for the truck itself over to the Ghana chart of accounts for Give Basic Needs and move it outside of the Calusi Family Foundation. So, because of that, we really haven't had a chance to build those items for you yet. Is that causing you a big problem?
no, that's not a problem at all.
Okay, okay,
Anytime we settle on that, I will submit it.
okay. Because I
But
did.
I would
Oh, go.
after this meeting, I will attach the receipts I have
Hmm.
to the vehicle invoice.
Okay, great. And so I have heard from Kareem this morning, and he says that he will get back to us by Monday. Regarding our plans. So Kareem is from the Anderson Group, and so he's going to look over our organizational structure and give feedback on that by Monday. So by Monday, I expect to update that document when I hear back from him if there's any changes that are needed, and then we will give it to your attorney to review Salam there, and then we'll be ready to build the accounts.
That's okay.
Okay, great,
Okay.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great. And where are you parking the truck?
Yes, I have a garage in my house.
Uh huh.
Yeah, so that's where I am parking it.
Okay, great, great.
Okay,
Okay, yeah.
awesome. All right, hub scaling strategy. I think we've reviewed that as far as having everything within 45-minute travel radius between hub 1 and 2. How are things going? Research or finding nurses for the first two hubs.
Yeah, everything is going on well. So I was thinking that there will be, based on our previous meeting, a link,
Hmm.
an application channel. Then we can let them apply,
Hmm.
Okay.
and we'll proceed with the interview sessions. Maybe we can have a first interaction with them. Then when we determine their interest level, we can share the documents with them. I went through the documents that you created, the RN agreement, and it looks good. I don't know if I left a comment on it or not, but I think I went through it and it was okay for me. So
Okay, great.
as and when we are ready to share the link, I would personally share it with those potential RNs I've identified, and they can apply.
Okay, so does the group think that we should send? Okay, so the action item is to finish. I think this is for the president because I don't think I have any more to contribute. Um,
Yeah, what you did was a great start. It was more like on the business side, and I
mhm,
just want to make sure those, that the scope of practice is laid out for the nurses and they know what they should and shouldn't be doing, and
mhm.
just kind of I'm developing some scenarios too, to like with the interview process, as far as like, a baby walks in and, giving them situations and stuff, and to see how they respond. So I am working on all that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's I knew you were. So I'm just saying that I don't think I have anything more to contribute on that. But as soon as you and Zora or anybody else give me the go ahead, then I will work with Benjamin to get it to show him how we put the job application on our website, and then we can begin either sharing the descriptions and then asking for requests for them to submit, or doing like Salam said now, individual interviews first. And then, Warhana, do you have something?
Yes. So when we create a job on ERPNext,
Mm-hmm.
I want us to create like a flyer with the job, like a flyer saying, "Oh, we're looking for RN, like nurses," something around that, and then a link to the application form,
Okay.
and then we'll post this flyer, especially on LinkedIn
Mm-hmm.
and other social platforms, because that's also a way to give us visibility.
Yeah.
I have noticed that usually when I post jobs on LinkedIn, either for any companies or any individual projects,
Mm-hmm.
you end up getting a lot of followings from that. A lot of people will follow your company.
Uh-huh.
So if I'm looking for a job, I see you post a job. Once I apply for it, I'm going to follow your company so that
Okay.
I stay updated with the things that you do.
Yeah.
And even when we get to a point where we actually get a grantor, it will serve as a good historical action items that we have done in regards to that, and also it will prove that we are giving equal opportunities to everyone.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And in the
Go ahead.
yeah, so apart from the flyer, the accompanying message to the flyer should include something around the problem that we are trying to solve. So the unemployed nurses in Ghana,
Mm-hmm.
and then the the withdrawal of certain aids. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's an excellent point, Warhana, and I think that, as you say, it shows us that we're being open and transparent. At the same time, we are not only open and transparent, but we're also allowing it to be part of our history. That in fact we were seeking publicly employment for individuals to staff the health hub. So I think as soon as the Presidio wraps up that job description and we get it posted, Benjamin, is that something that you can work into our social media outlet and get out there with some work in Canva?
Yes, yeah, I think that's something we can do.
Okay, great,
Yeah,
great.
and I agree it's a good idea too. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. Thank you for that. And so, as what we'll do is we'll go ahead and as soon as that job description is ready, we'll give it probably. Warhana, did you want to work on the flyer, or would you rather ask Ben in Canva?
Uh, I don't mind working on it if Ben wants me to.
It's up to you guys. I just want somebody to take the action. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I can work on it.
Okay, great. So when the job description is posted, I'll work with Benny to get it posted. Once we get it posted, we'll share the link with you or Hana. You can create the image in Canva that you actually want on our socials, and then Ben will go through the process of posting them. Does that all sound good to everyone?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, great, great, excellent
Okay.
work.
Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Banking transition. Um, Anything new with the Gemini crypto to direct bank transfers via Fidelity? NGT Bank?
Yeah, nothing yet because we're waiting to hear from our attorneys, Kareem at Anderson, and then we're also waiting to hear from the attorneys that Salam is going to work with. Now, Salam, what does that look like as far as costs go for you to have an attorney look over the documents that we've already created with our Anderson team? Is that a relatively informal request? Can our auditors that are already auditing us do that as part of the cost that they're of the financial audit? Do we need someone else? Explain that to me.
I think with this we'll need the when it comes to the agreements, except for the financial transactions description.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when it comes to the agreement, specifically, we'll need a lawyer to look at it.
Okay.
Um, my lawyer friend, like I said, he left the country on Monday. I haven't been in touch with him. He suggested he could recommend a law firm
Okay.
that can look at it for us at a fee. I didn't get back to him to find out how much or which law firm, but there are a number of law firms around, even here in Tamale, that we can approach any of them to have them look at the agreements and just advise.
Yeah, and
The,
I think that's really what we're looking for is someone to look at it and say, "Oh no, you shouldn't do this," because I think the effort that we've put into it so far is been quite extensive, and so I think it's important to look over. I think it makes good sense, but I don't feel like there's a lot of work to do for an attorney or a lawyer in the area in Ghana or in the U.S. And so because we already have the services here included in our compliance package in the U.S., we'll have them look at it first, and then Salam, I think it's important for you to identify that attorney that'll look at it and what the fee would be for just reviewing some documents, essentially.
okay, okay. So
Yeah.
I'm also exploring options. I'm trying to, I want to talk to um, some other NGOs that I know, most of them, they have uh, law firms they work with.
Uh huh.
And I know because lawyers are corporate lawyers, when you engage them, they are not doing day to day activities for you. The arrangement of fees is not a regular, uh, say, a regular allowance or anything, but we
Right.
can, just like we appointed an audit firm,
Mm-hmm.
we can appoint maybe a law firm that when the law firm knows that going forward into the unforeseeable future, they will be in Ghana here, they will handle our legal affairs.
Mm-hmm.
Then they will also be considerate when it comes to maybe fees and charges for
Mm-hmm.
reviewing our documents,
Mm-hmm.
because then they know they are in for long term. And that also strengthens our organizational structure and compliance.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
agree. One question that I had is that do you know if our audit team that's doing the financials also has a law firm that is reviewing these types of documents, or do they have a partnership with another law firm that we could, you know, it always is beneficial when the individuals are used to working together with each other. So I don't know the case of our audit firm and if they have lawyers on staff that could review it, but it might not hurt to ask.
yeah, I don't know that for a fact, but just like you said, I will ask. It
Okay.
doesn't hurt to ask. I will ask them. I know audit firms also, most of them have corporate
Uh
lawyers
huh.
that are part of their teams,
Yeah.
but I don't know whether uh, those lawyers part of their team works as audit or accounting firms, or they can also serve law firm duties. But I will find out and we'll get that clarification.
Okay, great. And just so you know, this, right now, uh, um, we we have a saying, and I don't know if you say it as well, but we say, like, who's got the ball, right? And so right now the ball isn't in our court. Like, we don't have the ball. We've given it to Anderson. Anderson has the ball. We're waiting on them. But as soon as we get it from Anderson, we will need to pass it off to this individual group to review it, and then we can have it in our court again, and we can do things like create the chart of accounts, begin the bank account, etc. So is that the way you see it as well?
Yes, yes. I think when Addison is done,
Uh-huh.
whatever inputs they make, and then we put it together, we know the document is qualified
Mm-hmm.
by the US standards. Then we have the Ghana legal team look at it,
Yeah.
and whatever inputs they also have to make, or just okay the documents, and we are good to proceed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because these are two different countries. I read in one of the emails that I think Anderson was giving an advice on to give basic needs, and they indicated that sometimes there are jurisdictional variations when it comes to regulations,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was best to also talk to, I think, a Ghanaian audit team
Uh-huh.
when we were considering the auditor.
Yeah.
Yes, so I think your idea is perfect.
Okay.
When they get back to us, we can have the legal team here also look at it.
Okay, great. So I think that's finding that legal team who's going to do it is a pretty high priority for you, because I expect this response by Monday, and even if we have drastic changes to do, I will knock them out very fast. And then with the rest of the team's support, obviously, and then we should have something by Tuesday or Wednesday of next week that would allow us to proceed with the legal team in Ghana.
Okay, I will do that.
Great.
I'll work on that as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you so much.
Perfect. That's good. That
Thank you.
covers, let's see, the next, the trustee structure. So we'll wait to hear.
Yeah.
Okay. The upcoming trip. You got everyone's drawing a blank. Sorry, passport photos and everything from Luke and Kevin and I.
Yes, I have all your passport photos.
Okay.
I think I've also gotten the bookings done for everyone,
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
um, except the two of you. And I know I didn't because I know you don't need you already have your visas.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, and yeah, so everything else is okay. So with the booking, I made a down payment
Uh-huh.
because um, we have agreed that by the 1st of March we'll have all of the payments
Yes.
together.
Yes.
So I just thought that it was okay. Instead of we trying to see how we can pass it through Smiley and be able to separate the funds from the organization, it was okay that I just use my personal funds to book.
Ah.
And then when I receive those funds, when it is all put together,
Uh-huh.
then I can take that.
Yeah.
So that is what I've done with regards to that. And
I think that that's great, Salam, and I appreciate you doing that, because that really keeps it a lot cleaner, and the mingling of funds is not a consideration, because as you said, Smiley is not being used for any of those travel expenses. It's your personal funds, and those will be reimbursed in about 15 days or so. You should be flush with cash in the ability to continue making reservations. So we definitely appreciate that. Thank you.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I just March 8th is the official due date for
Oh,
the
the
last payment.
8th.
Yeah,
Okay, I
March
didn't
8th.
know that.
Yeah, no worries. I just looked it up to
And
make
that
sure.
doesn't cause a problem for you, Salam. It's okay?
No, no, not at all.
Okay, March 8th. Perfect.
Okay, good.
Not at all, yeah.
All right. Let's see. Anything
The
else?
permits?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. So the work residence permits, I spoke to So the immigration officers I spoke to with regards to Danny, they said they have a team at the airport as well.
Mm-hmm.
So when you arrive, um, we have an express service
Mm-hmm.
at the airport that they'll take all your details at the airport,
Okay.
and just before you exit, if we want to do that arrangement,
Mm-hmm.
and between 72 hours to a week,
Mm-hmm.
we should get, so between 3 to 7 days, we should get those permits. So
Okay.
I'm thinking that since we would spend, because the last time you were in Ghana, we didn't do an Accra tour.
Mm-hmm.
So this time I factored in that then we will spend the 14th touring Accra town
Okay.
and some monumental places within the city. So on that day, when you arrive, we can process the work and residence permits.
Okay.
If depending on the time of your arrival, if you also arrive late, you might be tired. We can just go sleep, and the next day, whilst we are doing the city tour, we spare some time to do that,
Yeah.
and we can get the permits far before the end of the days of the trip,
Okay.
and then you can decide whether to go back on the 23rd or to stay for more days.
Yeah, and I think we've already committed to staying more days. We don't know exactly how many more days because we kind of haven't really quantified it. But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, because we already have our visa, we should be able to, and at that point we'll have our work residency cards. We should be able to not. Ideally for us, Salam, would be for us to book our return once we've been there and done the tour. Rather than booking it and driving towards an artificial leave date, let's wait until we get there and see how things go. And then if it
Okay.
makes sense for us to stay one more week after everyone leaves, we will stay. If it makes sense for us to stay 2 more weeks after everyone leaves, then we will stay. So I think the
Or if
key,
it makes sense for us to get out of there.
or if it makes sense for us to leave, whatever. I mean, whatever the case is, we won't really book our return, and that should be okay, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
correct. Just that, yeah. So I think that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, because if we book the
Uh,
return, we may put an artificial deadline that we don't really need to worry about instead of just being flexible and waiting until we get on the ground, seeing how things go, making sure everything's in order, and then we'll book. As soon as we're comfortable with that and we talk to you, obviously, we'll say, okay, this makes the most sense. We'll look for a return around this date,
okay, okay.
and then we'll
Yeah.
book it.
So maybe so the last time you entered Ghana, did you have to undergo any questions by the immigration? What was your experience like at the arrival?
In both cases that I've traveled, I have not. It was just I think we I think we played it as it was a holiday
Or tourism.
tourism visa, and that we were
Okay.
just touring. We didn't really say that we were working, even though we did
Yeah.
some work.
Okay.
We did volunteer work, but I don't remember. I don't remember being questioned specifically about that. Do you think there might be a problem with that, or we should have a return ticket?
No. So I just wanted. I think you handled it well, and you should handle it the same way this time.
Okay.
Those were just my concerns, because if you mention you are coming to work,
Mm-hmm.
then they would want to know for how many days, and they want to see your working permits before you leave.
Uh-huh.
But one way to go about it is to let them know you are setting up an NGO here, or you are board members or trustees or whatever to an international NGO here.
Uh-huh.
Sorry for the use of whatever. and you want to spend some days to get your documentations ready, and since some of these things can take time, that is why you didn't see the need to book a return ticket.
Right.
But as soon as you are able to sort the relevant documentation issues, you can now determine when to leave.
Okay.
Because usually they would want to see a return ticket because they want to know how many days you are spending in the country, and if you weren't coming to do business other than what your visa states.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you think I should just, I'm sorry, just to repeat it and be clear. So you should say that I'm traveling, we're board members of an NGO, we're working on our residency permit, we don't know the timeline, so we didn't book a return. As soon as we figure out that timeline for our work residency permit, then we'll book a return.
Yes.
Okay, great.
All right. Anything else on the April trip from anybody? I did send an email to Dr. Kwaku and just waiting for a reply. I thanked him for the donation, for him helping us get the truck and the test kits, and then I also asked if he had time to meet with us on the 14th. So I will let everybody know what his response is. Okay.
That's great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Finalize the task template for the grant project.
We're working on that. So I think Warihana and Ben and Abbie have completed. I'll just summarize what I know and then you guys fill in. They basically worked on the task list. The task list has all been completed. I took the time to import it into Smiley. It all is built. Warihana signed off on it. It looked good to her. Benjamin looked good too, and so did the Presidio. The only thing I think we have left before we build these grant projects and use this template is the descriptions that need to go in the templates for instructions on what the task really means. And so I think Warihana and Ben are going to work on that at some point. Is that where we are on that?
Yes. So right now on the outstanding on the tax list is the short descriptions, the generic descriptions.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I think it has to do with my permissions, but when I meet with Ben and then he confirms that it is really my permissions, then we will let you know. Because when I go to my dashboard, I don't see anything under my reports. I don't see anything around tax. Yeah,
Okay.
but
That's a good point. I don't know. I'm glad that you brought up that it could be a permission thing because I honestly didn't think of that. I thought it was a location thing because sometimes finding the tasks that are templates can be tricky, and I know Ben's done a good bit of that as we build out the giving event tasks. Can you so when you go, if you just remove, I don't know if you have your your Smiley open right now.
yes, I do.
Okay, could you just go to task and then say task report or task list in the awesome bar?
Okay, that's the thing. When I go to my dashboard, I don't even see tax.
I want pineapple. Pineapples.
Or I have to search for it.
Okay. So okay, on your dashboard, right? Okay, so I have some changes to make there.
What
Maybe okay. Um, if you go to tasks in the awesome bar,
Mm-hmm.
uh, let me see really quick if I can do it as well at the same time. Okay, so if let me just look at this really quick. I'm sorry to take time out of the meeting here.
No, it's good.
Yeah, so if you click on your name on the left-hand side, you'll see tasks on the left. Do you see that? It says my activity.
No.
It's the fourth one down.
I don't see that. Under my activities, I have projects, purchase invoice, and then sales invoice. That's it.
I'm sorry. Okay, let's just be clear that we're looking at the same thing. If you click on the little hand at the top
Yeah.
and then you click on your name,
Yes.
you don't see tasks?
No, I don't. Let me send you a screenshot quickly. Let me see.
So is it possible that she's not seeing them because they are not assigned to her?
Yeah, but the item should still be there. Let me go ahead and
Yes, though the item would be there, but it could have been showing 0 or something.
yeah. I don't, and that's what I don't understand. Do you see tasks under her
The
name?
item, so my own, the item is not even there. I don't see tax. Under my activity, I see projects, I see purchase invoice, and then I see sales invoice. That is all.
Okay. Okay. Though when I click on her name, I see task below with 2 tasks.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, let me send you a screenshot.
because this it seems crazy, but this could be a clear indication that there's a permission problem, obviously. So
Yeah.
if we can yeah, I can just do this really quick.
Okay. Kevin, I just sent you a screenshot of my dashboard
Okay.
on WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp. Okay.
The dinosaurs.
Let's see.
That's the ant.
Yeah, okay, there's definitely a permission issue. I apologize for that because I can show you. Yeah, so on my desktop, or when I look at your name and when you look at and Benny looks at it, we see tasks under it. So there's a permission issue. I'm not sure what it's related to. I will work on that, and then I will get that completed shortly after the meeting.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that. It's one of those things that I can't see um, right away, and it's hard. Permissions can be difficult. So okay, great. I'll work on that.
Okay.
So the idea there is, just to be clear, is to have Warihana go in to the task templates for the grants and put in short descriptions, and that's pending my action item, which is to fix her permissions so that she can edit those tasks. Got it. Okay. What's next?
Good. Okay.
Yep.
I don't have anything else. Do you have anything?
I just wanted to cover. I mean, I know I wanted to cover the social media stuff that Benny's working on and see how our posts are going, followers, all of that stuff. Could you give us an update, Ben?
Yep. So it's been going well.
Okay.
Yes. When I've been going through the likes these days as well and inviting those who have reacted to our posts
Great.
to follow our page.
Great.
Yeah. Just as we spoke earlier, I think sometimes people actually, when I made a post about the first one, which had to deal with the rate cuts causing all that, we had one controversial comment as well. Just as we posted the earlier ones about rate cuts and we were getting well, the search comment was addressed. I think aside that, we've not had any issue again or any comment.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Great.
so far so good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Very good.
Yes, and also I've created I started creating the task on ERPNext to be able to track the progress. So even the post I've made starting from the beginning of this year, I've made sure I include all of them. Then I have added another task as newsletter publication, so that can also be used to track our monthly newsletters as well.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Perfect. And so, how does the queue look as far as posts right now? I'm expecting, so, and Salam, you could comment on this as well, is that because we were in the process of getting land deeded to us for the hubs. Can you comment on that, Salam, and how that's going, or if you've had a chance to look at it anymore?
Yes, with the land lease, I haven't pursued that again because I've not been to the communities yet. I'm supposed to go and meet the Bushegu Paramount Chief.
Uh-huh.
So how it works is that the Paramount Chief installs sub chiefs under communities to take care of communities.
Okay.
So for an NGO like ours, we are supposed to meet the Paramount Chief, who is a custodian of all the lands, and he has entrusted his sub chiefs to certain communities, and by extension, that includes the communities we are going to establish our health hubs at. So the first point is to meet the Paramount Chief and tell him what we are in to do, and let him know the specific communities. Then he would give his approval, and then sub chiefs. But before we meet the sub chiefs, he would have sent a message to them to expect us to give us their full cooperation and to provide us the needed land and support. Then when we go and they allocate it to us, we assess it and we are okay with it. We'll come back to the Paramount Chief for an allocation letter. They will give us an allocation letter. We'll let a surveyor look at the land and prepare what we call a cadastral, which will be attached to the allocation letter. And then the Paramount Chief, the MCE endorses it. Then we further submit the allocation letter with the cadastral. The cadastral includes the site plan. So we submit it to Land Commission, and then it is forwarded to the overlord of the area, who is like the senior most chief.
Okay.
So he endorses and sign it, and then the deed is prepared.
Okay, great. So I guess my question to this is, we still have, so we have a couple of things that we want to do, I think, related to this, is that we want, we want, as soon as possible, we want a post and a media outlet. Correct me if I'm wrong, Benjamin and Warihana and Salam, but we want a media house. I'm sorry. We want to create a story that's related to our health hubs and the breaking of ground and that effort, so that it can be picked up by the media outlets and published, so that we can use that as our final source in our Wikipedia page, which we're still waiting to publish. So at what point do we want to do the story on us moving forward with the health hubs? Does it make sense to do it when, Salam, do we want pictures of Salam discussing with chiefs and pointing to things, and these kinds of images of like, hey, we're getting the land ready, or do we want to wait until we actually, it would be my preference to do it sooner than later, because I want to get this Wikipedia off of our plate. I want it published. Or should we wait until the deed is done and we lay our first blocks, and then we take pictures saying, "Look, we're doing this, la 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 la." I don't know. I'd like the group to comment on. Everyone has a different perspective. Warihana's coming at it from grants. Ben's coming at it from social media and recording of our efforts, compliance, and Salam, you're coming at it as I'm doing the work. So at what point do we want that media house and that media capture event to take place? Anyone can go.
Okay, let me start.
Okay.
So to me, since we haven't started an active project yet, and we do not actually have a lot of posts on the pipeline, I would say that it's okay for us to the initial meeting, or when we finally get a go ahead meeting with the chiefs and they giving their approval, we can report on that, or we can post that on social media as well, just to prepare people that this is the plan we intend to have, and we've gotten approval from the community members, and they are willing to offer this land for us to start with the initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Then when we are actually starting the building itself, it wouldn't be a bad thing to have another social media post again to talk about we are finally starting the initiative. So as far as social media is concerned, I think we can make a lot of posts to track the progress as it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so that is the angle I'm coming from.
Okay, and so you're thinking they're blog posts that go all the way through all of our social media.
Yes.
From the time that the next time that Salam meets with the chiefs to discuss this, somebody should be there capturing the moment with a few images, and somebody should be recording what happened for the blog post. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and I want to get back to the project question to you, Presidu. But Warihana, how do you feel about that? And from your perspective as grants?
Okay, yes. So I agree with Ben. I want us to take people along with us the entire journey.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, when Salam goes to meet the elders,
Mm-hmm.
it will be good to take some pictures and then post on our socials and our blog post as well.
Mm-hmm.
But then when we are breaking ground, take pictures
Okay.
and publish it in a newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that point, we can include it as a source in our wiki page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So my question is, okay, yeah, that's perfect. So Ben, I think you agree as part of that, as part of the Wikipedia, and that's what we should do as well with what Warahana said.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, great. Now my question is, who needs to go with Salam to capture the story and the images? Is that you, Ben? And is that you, Warahana, as well? Do you want to go to say take a picture of this, or how do we do this? I don't really know.
Yes, so I think anytime Salam is going, I think we can just go together.
Uh huh.
Yes, I could go with him to take the pictures and make the social media posts
Okay, great.
as well as the blog post here.
Okay, great. And so Ben, you plan on traveling with Salam when he goes regarding the deeds in the coming days or weeks. Warhana, do you need to go, or you're good just as long as Benny captures it?
Yeah, I'm good. Maybe I'll just speak to Ben about some of the moments that he should capture.
Okay, perfect. And then Salam, you're good with all of this as well?
Yes. So I think that with the social media, when we have uh, after meeting with the chiefs, the paramount chief, and we get an allocation of uh, of the land, then while we are processing the deeds, we can go in and cut short for the projects, and at the short cutting, that can go out to the media. Engaging the paramount chiefs, of course, we can have we'll have Ben around to capture images and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But those at those stages is considered preliminary indoor engagements, and that doesn't really full traction. And sometimes when the real work have not started and you make these pronouncements, the chiefs might not feel comfortable because you have other people thinking that, oh, we can also go and see the chief and get some land. You know, so when we are taking the action, when we are cutting short to start a project, then we can send that public. But for the engagements, of course, we would Ben, as he said, we'll need pictures, we even need videos, because this will be part of our organizational resources we can keep.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, okay, and so my question then to the Presidio is, how are you going to structure these health hubs within Smiley? So we have the grant component, and we have grant, and this question goes out to everybody, but also obviously the Presidio, as she manages the projects as well as Ben for compliance. Are you planning on creating each health hub as a giving event and processing all the tasks under that giving event? Or are you thinking that each of the health hubs is going to be a grant project as we plan on building with the grant task list? How are you going to do that? How are you managing that? Warihana, you had a question or comment first?
Yes, sorry to take you back.
No.
I don't think I really understand Salam. Does it mean that when he goes to meet the chiefs, then we are not even posting that on social media?
Maybe it's muted, Salam.
I think you're muted, Salam.
Yes, please come again with your question.
Yes, I'm saying that you mean that when you go to meet the chiefs and Ben takes the pictures, we are not posting those on social media? Because the plan
No.
was okay,
Not yet.
okay, not yet.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, let's be clear on that. The information will be captured, and then once Salam gives the go ahead,
Mhm.
then we can proceed posting those. Is that correct, Salam? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. So it's sometimes securing lands for an NGO may even lead to litigation sometimes. So um, until you are sure the community have settled and have allocated it to you, mind you, sometimes the land they will be giving you might be somebody's farmland. Somebody might already have an outstanding issue with the chief, and then just because the person have seen you engaging the chief, and at the end of the day his farm is allocated to you, the person think the chief is being vindictive. There will be accusations of bribery and all of that. Oh, they went and gave him money, so he has given even though you might have not given the chief anything.
Right.
So that is why usually you don't see these things until it is done. You are allocated the land. Nobody knows how you got your land, and the community have settled that this is where we want you to settle. To set up. Then you go in and cut the short, and you can let that fly in the media.
Okay.
But the preliminary engagements, that might just even cause trouble for us not to proceed
Yeah,
very well with the acquisition of the land.
that's great insight, Salam. Those are the kind of that's the kind of leadership that we need from you to identify those things so that we don't get ourselves in trouble. So Ben and Warihana, do you agree and understand now? I'm just curious. I want to make sure.
Yeah, I think that's a great and it really makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And Warihana,
Yes.
you're okay?
Yep. Thumbs up.
Okay, great. Great. Okay, good. I'm glad that you asked that follow-up question, Warhana, and that we're all on the same page now that we really need to be sensitive to that posting of that information because we don't want to cause more headaches, as Salam pointed out. So back to the question of how are we going to manage these health hubs as our projects? Because is this a different kind of project than a giving event?
I don't think so. I'm seeing them as the giving event
Okay.
because everything will need to be done for these projects, just like any other giving event.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll have, the other, what else that we'll have to do for the grant and things like that.
So it might be that this. Do you see? Let's just take an example where we build project number 80, and 80 is Health Hub 1. We assign it the giving event task list when we build it. Ben and Salam and Abbie work through the checking off and compliance portions of the giving event. But is it that then after everything is done, we just don't open that? Or I'm sorry, we don't just close that project and we keep submitting sales invoices and purchase invoices and things to that project? We kind of never really closed the project, even though it was a giving event and it went through all the steps. I'm visualizing that we just never close it because the Health Hub will stay open and Health Hub 1 will always be referred to as Project 80. Is that the way you see it? Or do you see us working through the giving event and then creating a new Health Hub project and dealing with it in some other ongoing way? I think it's best to keep it all the same. And then if there are grant dollars associated with it, we would say that, the grant money from the grant project number 12 was used to fund Health Hub 80. Does that make sense? Is that how you want to treat it? So the giving event is ongoing, whereas the grant will eventually probably terminate once the funds are exhausted. And if we get new grant funds or we have new purchase invoices, sales invoices, we will continue to attach them for Health Hub 1 to Project 80. Is that kind of the way you see it?
I think so. Let's see what everybody else.
So wages will continually be billed against Project 80. Medical expenses.
Unless it somehow morphs into just a hub, no longer a giving event. It's just a health hub.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Is a health hub different than a giving event?
What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, so I think it's okay if we have it just as a normal giving event. Just that any other trackings that we would have, we reference associated to that because we might be having deliveries of items, tracking of items in the hubs and all that. We could still. So that was one of the reasons why when we were trying to come up, I thought of where the funds come from. So we could just have that, but indicate even if we are funding that hub from, or if the source of the funds is from donors. Now we have a section where we just choose that the funds is from maybe this particular grants and that, but we keep all the task structure the same as we've been having on the previous projects, so that any other thing that is required, we just link it to the project.
Okay.
That is what I am thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, because it will still have to go through almost everything the normal project goes through, and all the task reporting, taking pictures, and everything will still have to be done. So I think the only difference would be, as we always closed the other projects, this we would not be able to close it completely since it's an ongoing project.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, those are my thoughts. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Yeah, that makes sense. How about you, Salam?
Yeah, I think I agree with Ben.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then does that all make sense to you, Warihana? Awesome.
Yes, it does, and I agree.
Okay. Okay. So we will just keep it the same way, and the hubs will just be projects that we do not close. Okay. Let's see. Ben, do you have anything else for the meeting?
No, I don't have anything else.
Okay. How about you, Warahana?
No, that's all for me.
Okay. Salam, how about you?
No, I don't have anything else.
Okay. The CFO stepped out. He's just coming back now, so I'll make sure that he does not have anything, and then we can wrap up. All right, CFO, CTO.
Sorry, I had to step out for just a minute.
Anything else for the meeting?
No, I'm all good.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you, everyone. Good meeting, and we will see you on Sunday. Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye
Bye-bye.
bye.